Notice is hereby given of a regular meeting of the Board of Directors of the District to be held at 105 Port Road, Port Isabel, Texas, on the 24th day of February at the hour of 6 p.m. for the consideration of the business of the agenda below. This notice has been posted at the office of the District on February 19th, 2016 at 1:30 p.m. in accordance with the Texas Opens Meeting Act, and a copy has been furnished to the County Clerk in Cameron County, Texas. Item 1, this meeting is called to order. There is a full quorum. We'll dispense with number 2. We did that during the workshop. Item 3, invitation to the audience for discussion. Anything? We'll move on to item 4, consider and approve the minutes for the workshop meeting and regular meeting of February 10th, 2016.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Wells. Second by Mr. Cantu. Questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 5, General Manager's Report. Mr. Galvan.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chairman, members of the board, I just wanted to advise the board that the Sandbar Estates that come by through Mejia and Rose Engineering Firm, they are going to develop 16 properties up at the north end of the island. Property that's already annexed to the district. So just to give you a heads up, haven't seen one of these in a while. But I think the economy is getting better and moving up, so hopefully they'll get this project done in this coming year. So.
Okay.
Meters, I think it'll be like 16 lots, 16 new meters.
It's already slab built, isn't it? It's already slab built.
No, not a Sandbar, no.
Was that Angela Edwards deal up there?
I don't think Sandbar. Sandbar is that Rispoli?
Well, we looked it up, it's already annexed in the district.
It's already annexed, right?
It has not been annexed at the
All right.
time that we did, but
Okay.
it's already
Herb might be involved with that one, I'm not real sure.
that's all I have.
Okay. Any questions, comments for the General Manager?
It's always some more water.
All right. Item 6, District Engineers Report. Charles?
All right, yeah, the first one's the priority capital projects, which is the summary of the workshop. And so it sounds like our path forward is to create an asset replacement program, focus on our wastewater treatment rehab first, and then develop that cost estimate for the Laguna Beach meter replacement. That's correct. And so that's basically what we're set our priorities at this point.
Sounds good.
All right, so that's basically our summary. And then the other one, the next item is annexation for the horse stables at the shore. I don't know if we want to give a chance for Richard, Frankie to basically give an update for what the plans are out there.
Sure.
Yeah, you come up to Mike.
It's just a preliminary review with y'all that we're proposing to do a small lot subdivision at the north end of the shores where the equestrian center is. It'd be like 100 by 400 foot lot, which we would build a horse stable on, an office with restrooms and perhaps 16 stalls, something like that. But kind of upscale it to get it in tune with the shores, and in order to do so, obviously we need to annex a lot into the water district. And we're not ready to do that today, but I just wanted to bring it by and make sure that there weren't any issues that we needed to know about before we moved into surveying and that sort of thing.
Didn't you tell us the infrastructure's already down that far and everything, right?
Yeah, I think our estimate's about 0.4 acre feet a year.
Horses drink lots of water too.
Yeah.
The lot would come front to Highway 100, and I think you've got water and sewer lines right in front of us. And
Is that on the west side or east side, Mr. Frankie? West side or east side, Mr. Frankie? West side.
Yes, on the west side of the road, right where the equestrian center is.
Where it is right now.
And just one little strip, and then the rest of it is just riding area, just grass area.
No problem at all.
We need an area to build a stable on.
I think there's not a problem at all.
Sounds good.
Do every project.
We're already set.
Okay, well, we'll bring it back to you when I'll get with Charles and we'll work.
Give us the boundaries of the annexation and
Bring it back.
good to go.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any questions or comments for the engineer then? No?
We're good.
That's good. All right, let's move on to item number 7. Consider and remove from the table the following item table on the board meeting of February 10, 2016. Consider and approve projects to be included in a general obligation bond issue. We have a motion to remove that from the table.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Thomas.
Second.
Second by Mr. Wells. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? That motion carries. Move on to item 8, consider and approve projects to be included in a general obligation bonds. Based on our workshop, I don't think we're gonna have anything for this year on that, correct?
That's what it looks like.
Okay. All right, so we'll just pass on that. Go on to item number 9, discuss and approve a resolution by the Board of Directors of the Laguna Madre Water District requesting financial participation from the Texas Water Development Board, authorizing the filing of an application, final participation, and making certain findings in connection therewith. Charles, that's what we talked about in the workshop?
Yes, sir. This is a resolution authorizing us to make that financial application that we went through in the workshop.
Very good.
I motion to move forward.
A motion by Mr. Friedman.
Second.
Second by Mr. Wells. No further questions, comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Moving right along. Item 10, consider and approve the unaudited financial statements for the month of January 2016. Gentlemen? Motion by Mr. Cantu.
Second.
Second by Mr. Thomas. Any questions or comments? How are they looking? On item 10.
They're there.
There we go. We making some cash? Getting a little better?
Well, it's looking better than last year. If you look at the January from last year, there's a 116,000 increase in
How much,
the income. 116,000.
And that's in 2 months or 1 month?
That's for the period of 5 months.
5 months.
For the current fiscal year, yes.
So, I mean, it's
looking better.
we were in the red the previous month, and now
Yes,
we're in the black on
remember
the sales,
that,
so, yeah.
yes, around this time, it was looking like really bad, and that's when we did the budget amendment. So now it's looking better.
But it's still not, with the way it used to be a few years ago.
Well, but you have to think that prior years, like 2011, 2012, the income was like 11 million. So I don't think that we're gonna see that,
No, I don't think we're gonna see that
No.
this year.
Usually what I see is, the beginning of like October, the fiscal year, it's a slow season, so then it'll start picking up.
I know, but as we look at it, comparing it to last year, we
Right.
were even behind last year, and last year was slow.
Yes.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's picking up, that's good.
It's picking up, exactly.
All right, so we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 11, consider and approve the disbursements.
Motion accepted.
Motion by Mr. Thomas, second by Mr. Wells. Questions,
Question.
comments?
Yeah, I've got a question. On page 2, you bought some 2-inch pipe from Agua Works. You bought $912 worth. How many feet of pipe did you buy?
2-inch PVC.
Page 2. Oh, down about just almost to the center there. Agua pipe and supply, 2-inch pipe. And then above that, you spent $10,757 on a credit card. What do we buy with our credit cards?
Chicago.
That credit card, yeah, that's the credit card, we paid off what we had owed for the month, but we gave an advance because of the Chicago trip. We need to make sure we have money in there to pay for the expenses.
We've been reserving some
Okay.
room. I believe, I may have an answer to that one, because I believe when they do purchase a pipe, they put the first pipe, identification on the line item, and they can't put all the line items, right, the 6-inch,
Yeah.
4-inch, and.
Yeah, one is just a 2-inch pipe, it's all the other sizes together, but on this format, it only fits the first line, it doesn't show everything else that's on there. For the pipe.
So we don't know,
Yeah,
we didn't necessarily get 2-inch pipe. We got different sizes of pipe
Yeah.
for $900 and some odd dollars. But we don't know how much footage or what size pipe we got.
Not for you, no, it won't show you, but we know because of our records.
He
It won't
wants to know.
When you get the invoice, I want to look at it. Okay. Also, a little bit farther down page 2, we got paint, shovel, WASP and RASP, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shovels. Well, back on page 6, we got 4 more shovels. I know these guys don't work hard enough to wear out a shovel in a long time.
Maybe a new day at the water
How long do you lean on a shovel before you wear it plumb out? Okay?
These were purchased, but they were, they're split by department, so they buy a bulk of the shovels.
10 shovels.
And then they just break them down into each department.
You remember when we talked about this before on the tools? They don't care if they take them home as long as they bring them back when they're done using them. I mean, okay. But what is this WASP?
That's wasp repellent.
Wasp repellent,
Yeah.
okay. And what's RASF? RSP?
That's raspberry.
That's raspberry.
I think that one's gonna be for the electrical,
Okay,
electrical panel.
and
for
then
the
paint. What are we painting? I hope we're
Yeah.
painting that barn out there that's rusting apart. I hope we're doing that. I'm gonna go out and look when nobody's looking. That's what
Yeah,
I'm-
no, it's been done, it's been done.
Tell the guys to bring the shovels back. They don't need them every day.
Victor, maybe next meeting, bring us some pictures of how that looks over there?
Okay,
Those are
Alright.
the only
It's
questions
getting
I
better?
have, sir. Did you get that banding in?
yes.
Okay.
Any other questions? Yes, sir. Well, go ahead and ask him.
No, I asked,
All right, ask me.
Where we at? You got a page number?
No, that's fine. We're good. All right, any other, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 12, executive session permitted by the Open Meeting Act, VTCA Government Code, Section 551.001, under Section 551.071, consultation with attorney, Section 551.072, deliberation about real property, discussion and possible action to direct the Laguna Madre Water District staff and the attorney to negotiate settlement of easement amendment on Garcia Dougherty Tract. We have a motion to go into executive session
So
at
moved.
6.
Take a break. and then
6:17. Second, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
go. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to come out of executive session at 6:26 by Mr. Thomas and a second by Mr. Wells. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. We are out of executive session. Item 13, consider and action on executive session items if necessary. We need a motion to authorize our engineer and our council to continue on what we discussed. Pursue what we discussed. So motion by Mr. Wells. Second by Mr. Thomas. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 14, this meeting is adjourned.